Appalachia, who leads the national. Don't push it, and AP stalking in behind.
First all round, Tony Mackay, JP McManus, John Joe O'Neill, Don't Push It won the national.
Obviously he's had a couple of runs over hurdles this season so far. What have you made of his two starts so far?
He was very keen the first start. He was still running on adrenaline from entry, like, you know, with the crowd and everything, and he ran too free and didn't get home, really got very tired, and Alan left him alone, and then AP rode him the last day, and we decided we'd drop him right in and get him switched off and make him work, you know, and he did, in fairness, he did, and he came home well. So you get hopefully we get another run or two into him, but I'd like to win a race with him if I can, because it's just nice to get him into a winning mood, you know, and learning how to race again, like, you know, properly. But if he puts another two runs like he did last day at Cheltenham, I'll be happy enough with him, really. Listen, if we can get him there right on the day, he's going to go there with a live chance, obviously. But to go back and repeat it, who knows? Like, it's anybody's race, really, but we'll be giving it our best shot.
And will he get some match practice over fences, or will he stay over hurdles?
If the race comes for him, he will, you know. As I said, like, his back problems and his bits of leg problems and that, and sometimes when the races come up, he's not ready for them, you know. Like, we were going to run him last week and he just pulled a little muscle and at Warwick, and I couldn't run him. He would have ran only for that, and it's just hopefully getting him there on the right day, and I wouldn't mind running him over fences. I to be honest, I prefer to run him over fences, really, but it's just if the conditions are right for him and that in the day, you know. So I wouldn't make any. I'm open to whatever happens on the day. Like, really, we'll run whatever we can get the races in.
And you mentioned Alan Berry there. He obviously has a great deal to do with how he's trained on a day-to-day basis. When did you first hit on the idea of letting him have his own way with him?
Well, he was in here in the yard one morning, and he was weaving and walking the box, and he was driving the horses beside him mad, and everybody mad. And he was driving me mad as well, so we decided we'd turn him out in the field. And he's a horse that he wasn't great to ease up and things like that. He was very, not difficult, but he's just quirky, you know. And we're putting the sheep out with him, and that kept him a bit of company. And when he got fed, it'd make him eat up, because they'd go and nick it if he didn't eat it. So he soon got the hang of that, and he just changed into a different horse, really. Only thing, when we did go to Cheltenham, we were wondering whether we were right or we were wrong then, you know. But anyway, came right on the day, and he's as happy as a Sam by doing that. Alan knows him inside out. He's a very big, strong horse. Alan's a big, strong fella for him, and they just get on very well, you know. It's just a partnership that works.
Plenty of horses have gone back to Aintree in the past, having seemingly loved it first time, and they've pretty much dug their heels in and said not again. There's obviously a danger. I mean, Tony would look after him in that sense, would he, if that were to be the case?
Oh God, yeah, that would be the first priority, and you know, he knows him well as well, you know. But that's something you just got to play on the day. You never know what's going to happen, really. Horses go back, they win it, they fall at the first. Who knows, you know? But if we can get him back there in as form he was in going there last year, I don't see any reason why he won't put up a good show again, you know. But I think he loves the place. But you know, as you say, you go back next year and he might hate it. Who knows?
We're 10 months on here. It's the countdown to the 2011 John Smith's Grand National. When you look back to that day last April, can you quite believe that it happened to you and to JP and to AP as well?
It was a fantastic day, really. Something you kind of dream about, isn't it, you know? Like JP and Noreen has put so much into the game, really, and AP, you know, is fantastic for the game in every aspect, really. You know, he's a great guy, and you know, 15, hopefully 16 times champion jockeying. So we'll never see the like of it again, will we? You know, it's brilliant. And for it all to happen and come right on that day, you know, and when we had such a rocky preparation, the way he ran at Cheltenham before that, you know, it was just fantastic, really. You know, couldn't believe it happened, to be honest, on the day.
And obviously, if we look back through your riding career, there's parallels in the way that people used to every year, what's John Joe going to ride, you know, will it be this year kind of thing. Did you kind of have a certain amount of sympathy with the way that that Tony was constantly harried by the press in terms of, you know, what was he going to ride and you know, did he have a chance and all the rest of it, and it was automatic favourite almost.
Yeah, I did, to be honest. Yeah, I had 7 race rides around and I never got around, you know. And then we had Simply Gifted finish third in it, and then we had Clanroyal finish second, just got beat. And then AP rides him and he got carried out with the loose horses. And I just thought after that day, I thought, this is just a race not for us, you know, it's not going to happen, you know. And then when it did happen, it was so fantastic and kind of couldn't believe it, really. Everything went right on the day, and it was a brilliant, it was a magical day. It was, on the day it was hard to take it all in, you know, but it was like in the weeks gone by and looking back on it and you think, oh, that happened, you know. And it was great for the yard, great for everybody to be part of it, you know. It was fantastic, really.
And of course now that takes the pressure off you having to try and help AP out, decide what he's going to ride. It'd take a very brave man to get off a Grand National winner.
Yeah, I don't think we'll be doing that. So long as we can get him there healthy and well on the day, and he's in the same form as he was last year, he got out with a great chance. You know, he seemed to love it, and listen, he could fall at the first fence, I know, but he did seem to love it, and if it all goes according to plan, I don't see any reason why he wouldn't go there with a great chance again, you know.
If we go back a bit sort of further in Don't Push It's career, he ran in some very high-class races. Obviously, people remember the Arkle at Cheltenham. Things didn't go quite right for him over fences after that, and he mixed it in with a bit of hurdling. When did the plan to actually try for a race that's essentially 2.5 miles longer than the Arkle first come into being?
Well, last season when he came back in, we thought, well, where are we going to go with him? He's getting on a bit, really. We know he's got a bit of class. And you know, he's a pretty good jumper. I know he fell in the Arkle, but they were flying at the time. So it was the plan early on last season, really. But and we were delighted with his preparation all the way from Christmas right up till Cheltenham, you know. And it all went out the window there, and God only knows what happened to him, because we had him checked over every way between Cheltenham and Aintree, could find nothing wrong with him at all. And he went there, and we're just hoping that he would run well, you know, but we're so disappointed, especially when Alan Barry had ridden him at Cheltenham, because he knows him better than anybody. And he wisely pulled him up because nothing was happening, and he just had an off day for whatever reason, I couldn't tell you. So we went there with really no pressure on, and we're just hoping that everything will go right. And I said to Paddy, our travelling ahead lad, he said, he's travelled up grand, he said, and he's quite down in the box. I've closed the top door on him and I left him there, and I said, well, you just leave him there, you saddle him up, and we won't interfere with him, and leave him alone and bring him out as late as you can and see how he's going, and put the earplugs in and done all the things we thought would help him, really. And it just all happened to come right on the day, and it worked, and it was fantastic, you know. And
obviously you had Can't Buy Time in the race as well. How much were you able to follow his progress? I mean, it's a big course. How much were you able to see him apparently enjoying himself, jumping well, getting in a good rhythm, and working his way into the race? At what stage did you start to think, well, you know, actually he's enjoying this? Yeah,
when he jumped the water and gone out into the country second time, I thought, well, he's in a great posse. He's done everything right up to now, and unless he loses the plot from here on, you know, he could run very well, you know. And then from the canal turn home, I thought, he's going well, like, we've got a great chance here, you know. And then I saw a big fella Tanks Cantor on the inside, and I thought he looked to be going better than us at the time. And come across the Mellon Road, and he had gone. And from there home, I thought, well, we've got the best jockey from here on anyway, so we've got a squeak, you know. And he came to the elbow, and I didn't dare look from there home in case somebody ran out in front of him or something happened, you know. So it was fantastic. It was a great feeling, and it was like, I don't know, words can't describe it, really. It was just brilliant to be part of it all, and the whole place went mad, you know. It was good for, you know, everybody. I said JP and Noreen and AP and all the lads in the yard and everything. It was fantastic for everybody, and it was a day we'll never forget.